Nature is beautiful. A majestic lion crossing the savannah. A dolphin leaping through crystal blue water. A sea otter floating on its back, holding hands with its friend. Wholesome, pure. The kind of stuff that ends up on screensavers and wildlife documentaries with gentle piano music underneath. And then there's what is actually happening out there, which is a non-stop criminal enterprise that would result in multiple life sentences for any human being stupid enough to try the same thing. Today we are pulling back the curtain on the animal kingdom. Not the David Attenborough version, the other one. The one where every single creature on this planet is operating completely outside the law and getting away with it because it does not own a calendar and has therefore never heard of the Geneva Convention. Let us begin with chimpanzees. Jane Goodall spent decades in the jungles of Tanzania watching chimpanzees. She went in expecting to observe peaceful, social primates living in harmony with nature. What she found instead was organized gang warfare. In the 1970s at Gombe National Park, a unified group of chimpanzees split into two factions. And then, over the next 4 years, the larger group hunted the smaller one to complete extinction. Not fighting them off, not scaring them away, systematically hunting them down one by one until every last member of the smaller group was dead. Researchers called it the Gombe Chimpanzee War, which is a sentence that contains the words chimpanzee and war next to each other, and expects you to remain calm about it. In Uganda's Kibale National Park, a community of around 200 chimpanzees did it again. From 2015 onwards, the group split into two factions. The smaller Western group began conducting organized raids into the territory of the Central group. Over 7 years, researchers recorded 24 attacks. 7 adult males killed, 17 infants killed. The Western group's population grew by over 40%. They gained territory. They won. These animals were running coordinated military campaigns, boundary patrols, strategic ambushes, collective violence targeting isolated individuals. If a human organized this exact same operation and called it anything other than war crimes, the International Criminal Court would like a word. And when there are no enemies to fight, chimpanzees turn on each other. In 2017 in Senegal, a group of chimpanzees organized a targeted assassination of their own alpha male, Foudouko, after he had become too tyrannical for the group's liking. Males and females together beat him with sticks, threw rocks at him, and jumped on him. Democracy, chimpanzee style. Extremely brutal. No appeals process. The charge sheet: organized warfare, territorial conquest, gang murder, political assassination. Now, the dolphin. The beloved, cheerful, eternally grinning ambassador of the ocean. The animal that children have on their bedroom walls and grown adults get tattooed on their ankles. Let me tell you about the dolphin. Male bottlenose dolphins form alliances. Groups of 2 or 3 males identify a single female, separate her from the rest of the pod, and spend days to weeks preventing her from leaving. They use aggressive sounds, physical intimidation, and tail strikes to keep her in line. If she tries to escape, they chase her down. Researchers in Shark Bay, in Western Australia, have been documenting this behavior for decades. It is not occasional. It is a core feature of bottlenose dolphins' social structure. There are dolphins alive right now conducting organized, coercive mating operations, while marine biologists watch from boats and write it into their field notes with the quiet despair of people who have seen too much. And when no females are available, the males turn on the males. Documented, published, peer-reviewed. As if that were not enough, dolphins also kill porpoises, not for food, not for territory, for what appears to be, based on available evidence, absolutely no productive reason whatsoever. In Scotland, hundreds of dead harbor porpoises have been washing up on shores with injuries consistent with dolphin attacks. Dead porpoises showing up on beaches like nature's equivalent of a strongly worded message. Some researchers think it might be practice for infanticide, since porpoises are roughly the same size as dolphin calves, which somehow makes it worse. Dolphins also kill their own calves. Male dolphins have been recorded targeting newborns shortly after birth, ramming them repeatedly until they drown. The theory is reproductive. If the calf dies, the mother becomes fertile. This is not a theory scientists enjoy writing down, and yet there it is in the literature. The charge sheet. Organized coercive confinement, unprovoked assault of third parties, infanticide, serial porpoiside. The dolphin's permanent grin is not helping its case. The good news is that none of these animals are watching this video. The bad news is that they are outside right now doing exactly what they have always done, and there is nothing any of us can do about it. Subscribe to the channel or become a member on YouTube for more evidence that nature is doing its absolute best out here, which is not reassuring at all.